Hello and welcome to the Villa View for another pre-match preview, Aston Villa v Sheffield Wednesday. Chris, coming off the back of a 2-0 win, Aston Villa have another home game against Sheffield Wednesday. A little bit more tricky opposition.
Don't ask me how I'm going to say it. I don't know.
What is going to happen, Chris Dolan? Tell me, Mystic Chris.
Well, I mean, a bit like us, they've been very kind of hit and miss this season. Came back in their last game against Stoke from 2-0 down at home. They've won away once this season against Reading. So they've still got a good squad. They've still got a really good squad. They seem to have they haven't recovered from that playoff defeat against Huddersfield. You know, since Carvajal left, who I thought was a great manager for them. Again, someone who built a philosophy and had an identity at that club. They struggled last season, big time. Beat us 2-1 last season. A worldly goal from Adam Reach.
Yep.
That all went wrong for us that game, didn't it? Really, with Terry limping off after half an hour or whatever it was, and you know we were on the back of a couple of good wins, and we were fully expected to go and win that game last season.
Yep.
Favourites by a mile, and it didn't happen. So it shows you what can happen. I just don't know what Villa's going to turn up. I don't know what Villa's going to turn up. I know there's like 34,000 due on Saturday.
Yeah.
We do tend to get up for these bigger games against these bigger teams. I still think on paper, in the grand scheme of things, we should be beating. If we've got any chance or any aspirations of going up this season, we have to win in these kind of games. But it'll be tough. They're all tough.
Yeah, it's Sheffield Wednesday they feel to me like quite a wily old squad. They have a lot of experience in this team, a lot of championship experience, but some level heads there as well that can keep things calm. And when they go to a place like Villa Park, which isn't intimidating or can be an intimidating atmosphere, there's going to be enough experience in that squad to keep a level head. Now, as things stand, we're on a Wednesday night, and they're currently they've just pulled one back. 89 minutes gone against Nottingham Forest, 2-1. So they're going back to back away visits. Do you think that changes?
Against two tough teams. I mean, they're going to be looking at these two fixtures: Forest away and Villa away. Doesn't get much tougher than that.
Do you think that affects them psychologically, knowing that they're on the road a couple? I mean, it's not like it's a NBA where you go on the road for 5 games or something like that. But it's tough.
Of course. I mean, you know, on the grand scheme of things, if you can win your home games and pick up the odd point and the odd win away from home, you know, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be there or thereabouts. So I mean, it doesn't get much tougher, as I said, than Forest and Villa. It's always nice to play a team that's coming off the back of a defeat. We're coming off the back of a win and a clean sheet, which I thought was massive on Tuesday night. You know, they're going to have players. You know, that you can just see players. They've got players with a point to prove. Josh Onuma has come in on loan this season for them. He's going to obviously want to put on a bit of a show.
Return to Villa Park.
And of course Barry Bannon, who we let go, scored a worldly goal last week against Stoke.
Right,
to get it back in the last minute to 2-2. So they're going to have a point to prove. I think Bannon's a very good player, and I think one that we let go. You know, nice of Albrighton and Bannon. I think we should have kept, but.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
But yeah, I mean, you know, we should be beating these teams. We should, and at home, and you know, under Bruce, give him his credit. Our record at home has been very, very good. How many did we lose last season at home? 2.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Unbeaten this season at home. So you'd like to think that we can get 3 points.
If we turn away from Sheffield Wednesday and look internally at the Villa team for a wee minute. Conor Hourihane played on Tuesday night. Started for the first time in a little while. Did he do enough to retain his place?
Yeah, definitely. I think he'll stick with the same team. I think he'll stick with the same team. The only thing I can think of, if there's going to be a change, it'll either be forced due to injury, or it'll be Twanzebe back at centre back. He does like to play we all know Rotherham weren't the best team. They're not the best team, so we can afford to be a little bit more attacking going forward.
Yep.
Wednesday, much better team, much better outfit than Rotherham. Bruce tends to love a DM against these teams, against the sort of slightly better teams in the division. So whether or not he drops somebody, but it'd be harsh. I mean, if he drops Hurahan and brings in Jedinak and then puts Twinzebe at the back, it's just very harsh.
Yeah.
Very harsh. So for me, the only change I can see, or I would like to see, would be Twinzebe back in for Jedinak. If that doesn't happen, then 4-4-2, unchanged lineup.
Yeah.
Same team.
What did you make of the relationship between Kodja and Tammy Abraham last night, and how well do you think that's going to be against a bit more resolute Sheffield Wednesday?
Yeah, I mean, I don't recall seeing a Villa team playing 4-4-2, really. I can't recall us playing 4-4-2
in recent
times.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to see, to see those two link up. I mean, they seem to really enjoy playing together, as I spoke about in the podcast. I mean, they played together at Bristol. It worked well there, and I think Kodja comes deep. And he's very good. He doesn't get enough credit. He's very good at holding the play up. Very good at holding the play up, and then players coming on to him. It's exciting. I mean, it's a very, very. It's at that level. It's an impressive front two.
Yeah.
Both players have 25 goals in them each. Goals win games.
And when they're getting a service from Grealish, from El Ghazi, from Balassi.
And that's the thing. It's exciting. It's very, very exciting. It's just whether or not we can keep that consistency.
Yeah, and at the other end of the pitch, rather, Neeland kept his first clean sheet in a Villa shirt, which is really, really psychologically important. He didn't have a huge amount to do against Rotherham. Do you see that continuing? Do you see his confidence building?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. He looks the part. There was a few moments on Tuesday when he just came flapping for crosses, and I don't know if he's trying to impress too much. I don't know what it is, but I still worry about him. I still worry about. There seems to be a little bit of nervousness between the back four, and Neeland. There isn't that trust yet, and I worry about it. Most of our goals this season have all come from balls in the box, set pieces, and if they haven't come, they've been there's a couple of real howlers from him this season.
Yeah, and the only way that you build that confidence though is by playing a set back four, and as particularly as centre backs as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Jedinak is.
I still think it's harsh on Jed Steer. Going back to the whole goalkeeping situation, I think he had a good game against Hull. And I think he deserves, and I thought he was deserving of that number one spot this season. And I was surprised that we let him go, because he's played at that level before.
Yep.
So I mean, let's hope Tuesday's done the world of good.
Yeah.
Because if we can just cut out those mistakes, we'd be sitting second, a point off Leeds.
If everything breaks right, for sure. There's going to be I don't know if Middlesbrough win tonight or whatever. Well, there's a lot of moving parts. With the Championship, you can never predict it because people are playing all the time at this point. It seems to me like in the last 2 or 3 games, maybe last 2, we've had more of an exciting bench as well, which gives us a load of options if things aren't working so much.
Tuesdays was very balanced, to be honest. There was Whelan, Bjarnason, Bree,
Adoma.
Adoma was on there. There was no striker on there, if I recall.
I guess with Kodja Balassi, you got movement now.
You do, yeah. I think we need to see Hogan back in there. I think once he's back in the picture, just gives us more options.
Yeah.
I get your point. It's still a very strong bench. So we'll just have to wait and see what he goes with, but. We've got options all over the squad. Yeah,
I agree with you. I don't think there's going to be a change in personnel unless it's forced on Saturday. So, with that, your score predictions. I can't remember what we predicted earlier on in the month. I'm going to have to look that up.
I thought we were going to post these up.
They'll be posted at the end of September. We'll see how well you did.
What do I think is going to happen? We should win.
Optimistic, Dolan.
I think if we play the way we can play at home against the better teams, I think we'll win 2-1.
2-1. I am...
Going for Grealish to get his first goal this season.
Are you?
Yeah.
First goal scorer?
Anytime.
Anytime. Right, okay. I am going to go for a win as well. I think I'm going to go 2-0. I think we're going to have another clean sheet. I feel like the team is almost there.
You can't. You can't get carried away by beating Rotherham 2-0.
No,
this is the point.
But there also has to be a bit of time where this team gels together, and this is the first time that a few of them were playing together on Tuesday night, and we are going to go from strength to strength here. I hope. If the defence can be settled, if Nyland can be confident, that's the one real area of doubt that I have. But I think that we can go at them on Saturday, take the game to them, which is what I've wanted to see for a long time, and win 2-0, win confidently, and start pressing the top two.
There's nowhere better than a packed Villa Park.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful place. So I'm confident, but there's always that seed of doubt.
Yeah, you're a conflicted man, aren't you?
I'm a mess.
Yeah, and the football's not good either. All right, Chris, thank you so much. So if you have enjoyed this, you can go back and watch the podcast, which is out now on YouTube and iTunes and wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah,
really.
Obviously, leave your score predictions and team lineups and formations in the comments below. Be good.
It's like you've been doing this for years.
Be good to read them.
Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you let us know what you're thinking. A raft of content out at the moment. Fan cams from Rotherham, the podcast, as I mentioned.
Big up to James as well.
Yeah, thank you to James Rushton for stepping in and
great job
and doing the job, doing the dirty work.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Make sure you like and subscribe this video if you have enjoyed it. We appreciate all your comments, so thank you for those. That's it, isn't it?
Up the Villa.
Up the Villa.
Here's
Good luck
3
Saturday.
points.
Bring home the 3 points.
If you enjoyed that video, why not watch another one? Click one of the video options on screen now, and if you don't mind, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.